what's your secret? You got the kind of vibe that leaves me speechless. It could be model multitasking genius. Yeah, you got it all.
Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Today we're going to be working on a declutter. You're going to see me organize as well. It's not going to be super deep, but basically I'm just prepping for our move. It's happening really soon. You keep asking for a date. If I had one, I'd share it. I don't know, but I do know it's soon. So yeah, I want to declutter anything that I know I'm not going to need or use at the next house. So I've been doing this for a while. Even off camera, we did Chase's like entire truck, like the inside of the truck, the outside of the truck, like it was loaded. But I want to keep going through things just to make sure I'm not taking things we don't need. But this is more of a like realistic declutter because I'm not going to have a ton. This isn't like super intense with crazy ramped up music and I'm going to fill up a whole van worth and be done. This is more just like maintaining your declutter. So maybe you've decluttered recently, but you've still been seeing things of like, oh, am I wearing that? Or I don't like that. And it's just good ever so often to go through your whole house and just pick a few things out that can get decluttered. They don't always have to be this like massive, intense, like declutter and organize. So I just wanted to share a realistic one with you because I don't feel like I've ever done this. I also like to declutter my clothes after we've ended a season. So I like to go back in, like we're done with winter, so I like to go in and I'll focus on all my clothes, but I do a deeper look into my winter clothes. Like, did I wear these at all this year? If I didn't, was there a reason why? Am I needing it for something else? But it's hard to like declutter a season you're not in because like we're approaching summer. So unless it just doesn't fit or it's worn out from like last year, I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it this year. So I don't want to get rid of something I might need. So just be careful when you're going through like seasonal items like that. But if it was just winter and you know you never picked out that sweater or you did and you never liked the way it looked on you or you had to keep adjusting it or whatever the reason is, go ahead and get rid of it now. I can tell we're like switching seasons because I'm not a big like fashion, clothing, shopping kind of girl. I just buy the basics and I'm happy in all black. You guys know that, but I've been craving a little bit of change. Like I picked up these joggers from Target. I'm going to link them for you. They are the perfect summer jogger. I've been in them almost every single day. I have like 4 pairs of them now just because I can't keep them washed as quickly, but they're super lightweight, kind of like an athletic short that you would have, but they're pants. And it's just been so nice to have them. You don't have to worry about like wearing long tunics with them. I also picked up some tops from Gap. I don't know if it's anybody else, but I've just needed like a little bit of change, a little bit of new clothes. So I've just kind of been adding to my collection. So when like full spring and full summer are here, I'm good to go. But I'll toss some of those links down below in my description box just in case you're needing help with fashion. I'm like not the girl to go to. I'm not your fashion influencer, but if you need some good basics, I'm here for you.
I'll sing until my lungs give out you're beautiful.
An area that I always forget to declutter is my jewelry section, and I don't know why. I'm not a huge jewelry girl. I love the look of it. I love when I actually apply it to my outfits. Like lately, I've been wearing more like necklaces and bracelets, and I love how it just dresses up my casual look. but I just forget about it. So I don't even think to put it on, much less declutter it. So I thought, okay, this is the day I'm gonna go ahead and work on it. Like I said, it's a realistic declutter, so I didn't get rid of a ton, but there are some pieces that I had just worn a lot of. So those were time to go. There was some that were just outdated, or I just didn't like the style. So I'm just gonna go through each one of these drawers and pull out those things that I know I'm not gonna wear anymore, so I can donate them and pass them along to someone that will.
Oh, you know you're beautiful, you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know, you know you're beautiful, I'll sing until my lungs give out, you're beautiful. I wanna put you in that spotlight.
Next up, let's talk about beauty products. I definitely need to declutter this. This is one area I keep more items for some reason. Like, I like to stock up. Like, when I go to buy my dry shampoo, I'll buy like 4 bottles just so I don't have to buy it for a while. Especially when it's a product that I know, I use, and I love it. I know I'm not changing it up. Plus, I feel like I have this big overflow of stock because my daughter loves skincare and she's amazing. She's constantly reading books on it and ingredients, and she has very sensitive skin, so she has to try out like a lot of products before she finds something that works for her. And so when it doesn't, I normally take it because I am not sensitive skin at all, and so I can typically get through it. So I just always have a lot in here, or I save it for like when my nieces come and I can share it with them. My sister comes in and she has like her beauty license, so when she's in, I try to buy up on products that I can get cheaper from her. So I feel like that's just one area that I have a lot of, but there's reasons for it. But I had a lot of like empty bottles in here, or products that I used to use that I wasn't using anymore because I found a product of Savannah's I liked better. So I was just trying to sort through all those pieces.
I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Just a few organizing tips. I love having some wicker baskets. I really love clear, but wicker hide. So if you have a ton of stuff you just want to throw in it that you don't want to keep organized, or you don't want people to see if they open up your cabinets, definitely grab some like wicker baskets. I love these like Lazy Susans for obviously pantries, but in with your like skincare or hair care, just because you can spin it and see all the products. I have both right here. This whole line right here is just like my skin routine at night. You guys know I love my red ASPEN nails, so I've got all of those. Once again, just clear organizers. These are really affordable from Target, but these are my recent find. Target has them too, but these are Walmart. I'm going to link them for you. I love that they're affordable. I love that they're white. They're perfect for like grouping things together, but it's not see-through, so it doesn't look as busy as these right here. Like these would look really good white because the name of the color is actually on top of the box. So I can put all like my nail polishes in there, and they come with these lids, so you can either put it on top or underneath, and then they stack really well too. So for like kids Legos or toys, there's just so many options for those, and I love that Walmart came out with those. Like I said, Target has them too, so I will get them linked for you. But just getting things organized, obviously this is never going to be perfect because it's just a ton of product, but at least I know exactly where to go if I'm looking for nail polish or nails or hairspray. Like I know exactly where to go and what bin it's going to be in. A tip when you're trying to get organized in closet spaces, invest in matching hangers. Even if it takes a year or two to get them, just every time you go to Walmart, grab a pack of them, ask them for Christmas or birthday gifts. They really are nice to have, and it just brings everything together. Also with storage, say you don't have enough storage in your closet. Like, we have a ton of hanging storage in here, but we didn't have enough shoe storage. Like, this is the only shoe storage here. So I picked up these Walmart shelves, and I think they're made for like the cubbies, the bins, but they're perfect for shoes. I'm a 6.5 and it works perfect, but I'll take you over here. Like, Chase obviously has a much bigger foot than mine, and they work too. So originally when we moved in, all 4 fit across here perfectly, but we switched sides because this just worked better for him and this side worked better for me. So just pick up things you need. I love having a small dresser in my master closet because they're connected to our bathroom. So I love to take a shower at night and come in here and I have everything I need, like bras, panties, underwear, socks, all of that stuff. I love having that right on hand here. At our last house, I used like the guest bathroom and I just kept it in the drawer. I know it seems crazy to keep stuff like that in your bathroom, but do it. And when you get out of the shower and you can like get dressed without having to like put a towel on and walk into a cold room, grab what you need, it really is like a game changer. And then another tip while I'm talking is I like to grab these shower hooks. Obviously you can get them from Walmart, Target, Amazon, wherever. I'll link some for you. But it's a nice way to hang your necklaces so they never get tangled. I can just pick off the one I need, put it back on. I'm never like digging. I used to keep them up here in these drawers and they were always tangled, so I never wore them because it would take too much time to get them apart. So this has been just like, once again, another game changer. It's easy, it's affordable, and it's just something anybody can do. So just pick those up. You may even have some extra ones in a drawer shoved somewhere. Grab them and hang up your necklaces. Few more tips before I leave this space. If you have any boxes, like if you have a nice purse, it doesn't even have to be this nice, but just say you get like a nice box with a pair of shoes or a purse or just even a bag, like a Dillard's bag or something, and they're like nice and sturdy. You can use them in your closet to decorate. So this looks very like visually pleasing to the eye, but a lot of these are full of different things. So like they have winter stuff in them, so like scarves and hats and gloves, stuff like that, or like accessories I rarely need, or holiday stuff. Basically you can use these boxes and bags. So these are boxes right here, those are bags, and it looks like they're just empty setting up there, but there's actually like organization to them. So I know before I've used like all my summer sandals in there, and then I switch them out when, you know, winter and summer flip. I just keep kind of like interchanging them. So if you ever see a nice bag like this, or just someone selling it at a garage sale or whatever, grab it, because it's just a really good way to stay organized but keep your closet looking really nice too. Chase always does this to me. Do your husbands do that? So his side's definitely less organized. He has a system, but it's not my system, so I just try to let it go. Down here are all his shoes, his pants. He's really loved having these that you can just slide your pants on. And then of course the hat storage was a game changer for us, because he always used to just stack them up and he would forget which hats he had because they'd be like in the middle of the pile. So that's been really nice to have. I can link these for you, and you can just hook them on to any hanger that you like.
I know the feeling, it's traumatizing. I fall apart piece by piece. No superheroes, no silver linings. Just keep on moving to the beat.
I'm trying to organize some of the items I'm getting rid of, just so all these necklaces and earrings don't get tangled up. So that's why I'm putting it in these organizers, just because I would hate for them to get tangled. So that's why I'm working on that. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold up all like my clothing items here, and then we will be moving on to the next space.
Remember, I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. Baby.
I keep telling myself to declutter this desk drawer. It's just so hard when it's your workstation, and I have a lot of like equipment with just like tripods and cameras and all of that fun stuff, and I have cords in there, but I hate to get rid of it because I don't know what it goes towards. So I didn't get rid of a ton in here, but I'm not taking this desk to the next house, so I know at some point I'm gonna have to clear it out, but for the most part I feel like it's stuff I use. Like, I go through a lot of like pads and pens because I'm a note taker. I make a list for the next day, like every single day I have lists everywhere, and I just love like pins and pencils and highlighters and markers, so I have all that. So at some point I'll have to move it over into the new desk, or I'll probably just pack it up here, and then my mother-in-law is taking my desk that I currently have. But when I went through it, I didn't have a lot. And then I decided to go into our laundry room to declutter these baskets. I've done this once before, so I didn't have a ton to get rid of, but these baskets are staying here as well. So at some point I'll have to get these items packed up, and I just don't want to keep things that are like expired, out of date, or items I'm no longer using.
And you did it right from the start, like nobody is watching what we're doing, like nobody is watching us, like nobody is judging while we're dancing till we get lost, we're dancing till we get lost, we're dancing till we get lost. Follow you, the only thing I want to do, through everything we step into, we're dancing till we get lost.
It looks like rain, it smells like rain, but I really need to declutter this bin. I need to pack it up too, but the first step's just decluttering it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been in here since like last summer, and it kind of scares me a little bit that there's like bugs or snakes or anything in here, so if you see me like chumpy, that's why. But I'm gonna get all this decluttered because I don't want to take anything to the new house that I don't need, and this thing looks way fuller than what I remember. So let's get to decluttering this. I do have a different outfit on, so just a reminder, sometimes you can't declutter your entire house in one day. I love when I can, but we are just in a season of life that we are so busy. I'm just doing what I can when I can. So if you're there, you're not alone. I'm there with you. We're going to survive this season, and I promise you we're going to miss it one day. But yeah, if you just have like an hour to declutter or 30 minutes, do it. Just pick one area and work on it. But it does not have to be your entire house all in one day.
We're dancing till we get lost, we're dancing till we get lost. Follow you, the only thing I want to do, through everything we step into.
Okay, so with all honesty, I wanted to declutter this whole thing, but I think a lot of this I'm gonna need either for the next house, or I'm leaving for the people here. Like the pillows and the throws go out here, it's just rainy, and a lot of this stuff we're gonna need for our pool. So like all the towels I'm gonna want. We have tons of like Nerve stuff we weren't able to use here because our land was smaller, but you know, since we have so many acres at the next house, we can use that. It's all swimming stuff. I have a lot of like the boys' toys in here right now because we still have the people coming to look at our house later again. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure when I actually go to pack it, I'll be able to declutter it, but I hate to pull all of this out because like I can feel the rain starting. So sorry guys, this is just something that has to wait, but just so you can see, my life is not all organized. Look at that bin right there, and we're gonna close it and act like it's not happening for today.
We're dancing till we get lost.
We are in the kitchen now. I didn't think I was gonna have a ton in here, but I actually had more than I thought I was going to. Kitchens are hard because I don't use a lot of the stuff in my kitchen every single day, but that doesn't mean I don't need it. So we host a lot in our house, so there's just a lot of utensils and different products we need. So I can't get rid of everything that I don't use on the daily, but I just do the best I can. And then I kind of wanted to tidy up underneath my sink. I have a good system, but sometimes it just needs to be reworked. I needed to go through and make sure all the bottles weren't empty and the products weren't dirty, or you know, all the fun stuff. Like, I'm not the only one using this, so sometimes a bottle gets empty, but they put it back underneath the sink. So I was just kind of going through, seeing what I had. I also needed to like refold my cloths right there. So just tidying up. It did not take long at all, but when I was done, it just looked a ton better.
I sat down by the ocean. It's that tears that I feel up with emotions. Could I taste them for real? Longing for you, oh, but I can't get back. What can I do, oh, when your train is gone? I don't wanna go back, don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me? Go back to where we came from. If my hands are empty, hey, do you read me? Go back. I don't wanna go alone. Go back. If you are not with me.
I do get asked about these organizers all the time. I'm gonna try to remember to link them for you, but they're actually just shoe organizers. So I think I got them from the Container Store. The ones that were actually made to go underneath your sink were a little pricey. And so I found them like online, but they were made for shoes. So they actually open and slide really well, maybe a little bit too well. So just remember that. But they were way cheaper. So if you're needing something like that, like I said, hopefully I get that link for you. If not, you can ask for it, or you can just check out their site. And like I said, just look for shoe organizers.
Back to my history, into my old neighborhood. Longing for you, oh, but I can't get back. What can I do, oh, when your train is gone? I don't wanna go back, don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me? Go back to where we came from. If my hands are empty, hey, do you read me? Go back. I don't wanna go alone. Go back.
I love my Robo Vac, but it was driving me crazy. It was trying to like vacuum around me while I was decluttering and organizing, and so I just paused it, and then once I was finished in the kitchen, I started it. But if you don't have one of those, they're super nice, but they can be super annoying sometimes if you're like trying to work in a space and it wants to be in the space. We weren't friends that day, so that's why it was just sitting right there next to me. This is another cabinet that's like out of sorts for me. Like, I'm kind of a less is more girl, but my daughter loves her cups and she takes them to dance every day, and I drink water and Chase drinks water, so we just have a ton of them. And I've mentioned this before, but my daughter's like a collector. I think she gets it from like Chase's grandma, and she just loves to collect things. And it used to be like LOL dolls and Beanie Babies and like all these sweet little toys. And then as she gets older, I realize it's like skincare and high-end water cups and stuff like that. So it's just fun to see her personality, but also see it as she gets older. So that's why I have a cabinet full of like water tumblers, but I'm gonna miss it so much one day. I love opening that up and just seeing so much color, because it's so her, just like, I call her my little rainbow in my like black and gray world.
Hold back, let go. There is nothing more for me to show. You're hiding to breathe.
Oh, now we're gonna talk about our next drawer. This right here stresses me out so much. if it was up to me, I would take that whole drawer and dump it in the trash and live a very happy life. But Chase loves having cords, so when we need to charge something, we have it. We may have to dig for it, but we have it, and I know they're needed, but no matter how many times I organize these, they just get messed up again. So I'm gonna slowly work on them. A lot of them are just chargers, and we have people over here. I feel like I never have enough. Like, we have chargers everywhere, but there's never enough chargers. I don't know if you guys can like relate to that or not, but that's just my life.
I just gotta say that it's here with me and not where he might be. 'Cause I don't know what you're looking for. Oh, and I don't know what to do.
Let's do a little update. So I did the best I can with this drawer. I almost need to get more organizers, but in the next house, this is actually going to be in our master bedroom. So I'm kind of just making it work for the next month until we get moved, and then I'll figure all this out. If it were me, I'd like trash and burn all of these, but Chase doesn't love cords, but he loves having a cord when he needs it. So I'm just gonna make it work. We do have our chargers over here too. So that's how that drawer's looking. In here in the kitchen, I forgot I hadn't worked on that cabinet. So these are just gonna go on keepsake. These were my plates growing up, and I remember eating so many pizzas off these, but Savannah doesn't use them anymore, and she did them forever, so I'll just save them for her kids one day, or if she asks for them. But I think everything else is gonna go. I do need to ask Chase about this. He's the one that uses it, but he hasn't been. So we're definitely making a dent. It's not an extreme declutter, just because I've been decluttering almost every single week, just getting prepped and ready for this move. But I wanted to show you, even if you don't think you have things to declutter, you always do. Like, I feel like I declutter all the time. I don't have a ton in here, and I'm able to go into every space and find things that I'm no longer using. And I want to make it clear, it's not that I don't think it's beautiful anymore, or that it doesn't work or doesn't function. It's just sometimes if I'm not using it, there's no reason for it to take up space in my home. So that's what's happening with all of this. It's also really hard to declutter when you're moving, because I don't want to get rid of something that I might end up needing. So if I'm not going to use it at all in the next house, then I don't want to have to worry about like packing it and unpacking it and carrying it and all that mess. But if there's a chance that I'm going to keep it, just like all of this, I've decluttered it once off camera. I'll probably go back through the bins right here with you guys, just because I don't know what's in those now. But like a lot of this, I would love to declutter, but I'm gonna need. Like, this is like extra cleaning supplies. Down here is just a lot of like extra paints and stains, and we use those for projects, and so I don't want to get rid of them and then need it later. Paintbrushes, rollers, all those supplies. Extra like towels for dogs or washing the car, extra blankets. I think the only two pillows I'm going to keep for outside are these two right here, and I don't even know if I'll use them. I'm going to try not to use a ton of pillows at the next house, just because I'm so sick of chasing them. So I am going to go through all these bins real quickly, because I bet there's stuff we can get rid of. So I'll start down here and kind of work my way down.
There is nothing more for me to show. You're hiding to breathe, running from me.
So I'm definitely a like pre-planner. Like, anytime we move into a house, I already pretty much know where everything's gonna go. Like, I'll take a picture or draw out like a picture and label it. Like, this is where my pots and pans are gonna go, and this is where my cups are gonna go. So when I move in, I kind of know where most things are gonna go. It may get, you know, moved around a little bit, just because you never know the actual size until you're putting your stuff in. But I've been doing that with this garage, because at the next house, Chase has a big building, so I'm trying to decide like what tools and items does he need over in his building versus like what do we need just right in the garage where we can open up the door and get it without going outside. We also have a really big attic, because we don't have pantries. We have pantries. We don't have basements here in Oklahoma, so we have attics, but they get really hot. So I'm trying to decide like what can go up there because it's easy to get to, but this is a space that I'm constantly like, what is this gonna look like in the next house?
There's nothing more for me to show. You're hiding to breathe, running from me. Do you really wanna be in love?
We are starting to look so much better, so I'm thankful for that. Good news is I'm trying to get this stuff organized, but we will be moving it soon. If you guys want to see me packing and moving and just like filling it with like tips, let me know down below in the comment section. Just type like packing or moving video, whatever you want to do, just let me know. Because a lot of this can go over there soon because we have our building done over there. But all my cleaning stuff's done. This is just extra bags, which I'll use for moving. Cleaning products. This is just overflow. If I was staying here, I would have taken them out of this package and lined them up. But if we're going to be moving, it's just easier to keep it as is. I did pull out a lot of these like paper products because we're probably going to go through all of those before we move. And then right here's everything I'm decluttering and getting rid of. A lot of these bins were empty or just had like stuff to wash our car in. This was like, this one down here was all of our organizers. So all this stuff, a few of these were empty too. But like I said, I can't really move any of this. I did like refold and organize our towels and pillows up here, so that looks nicer. I know what we have. I'm kind of prepping today too. You guys are gonna be like, why are you decluttering and organizing before you move it all? The people that bought our house actually have not ever walked through our house. Their daughter did, but the power was out, so it was dark. So they're coming tomorrow, and so I just want it to look really nice for them. Plus, I needed to declutter before we move, so it's just kind of a win-win. Then I can kind of like have inventory on what's where, what do I need to get, all of that fun stuff. But I know it's still messy, I know it's still a garage, and I know like in my garage organizational video, it looked 1,000 times better, but for just being here one more month, and this stuff will probably be going in a week or two, I think we're good to go. So I want to show you this side of my garage. It's back crazy again because Savannah's whole dance bag is set up here since they're coming. But here's everything I'm getting rid of, and I kid you not, 2 weeks ago off camera, we filled up Chase's like inside of his truck and the whole back and took it. And I still have that whole bag, those pillows, this whole box, this whole thing, and that. So I feel like we're looking really, really good on this move. Because like I said, I just never want to move things that I'm not going to use. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.